Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these affordable Valentine's Day decorations. Here's everything that you're going to need for this project. Wood plaques that you can buy at any craft store. They're about $2. Acrylic paint and a paintbrush. Vinyl and transfer tape. Cricut machine is optional. You can paint the names if you want, but I find this easier. And finally, you're going to need ribbon, scissors, and a stapler. And that's it. The first step is obvious. You're just going to paint your plaques. Here I am using Americana acrylic paint in pastel colors to just kind of match that conversation hard look. Super easy. All you have to do is apply one coat. Maybe if you're using a really light color like white, yellow, or orange, then you might want to apply 2 or 3 coats. Just kind of get an idea as you go. Alright, so once your hearts are set off to dry, you can go ahead and open up your Cricut design space and start a new project. So here I have a blank project, and all I'm going to do first is go over to text and add every name that I want on my project. Just hit text again to add another one. Make sure you spell all of your names right. Okay. And then once that's done, I'm going to separate them so that I can look at all of them and, make sure I spelled everything right. Okay. And I want to change the font. You can change it to whatever you want, but right now I'm going to use Comic Sans. So if you want, you can see here that right now I have it set to system, but usually it auto sets to all. And here, it has fonts that you can buy, but if you want to look at just the free fonts, go to system. I'm going to be using this font, Comic Sans NS, and select that. It'll change the font, and then just go to another name, hit font again, and then it should be there if you typed it in, and do that for all of your names that you're going to be using. Okay, so now all the fonts are changed, and now I want to adjust the size. So the hearts themselves, at least the ones that I'm using, they measure 3.75 inches on the inside where I'm going to be putting my hearts. So I'm going to change the width up here to 3.75. So what I want to do is unlock the width and height so they're not together and moving together. And I'm going to change the height to 1.5 inches. So that makes the name a little bit longer, and then keeps the width at 3.75, so it'll be right inside the heart shape right there. And I'm going to do that to all of them. Unlock first, change height to 1.5 inches, looks good, and then unlock that one, change the height to 1.5 inches. And then before I move on, I'm going to just kind of line them up, see how they look side to side and on top, make sure the fonts are looking good together. See, now her name is a little bit longer, so her font does look a little smaller. So what we could do is just make it a little longer on the top, so 1.75 inches, and that kind of makes it look a little bit more uniform. So not every name is created equal as far as length goes, so you will want to mess with it and make sure that your fonts look good all together. So the final thing that I like to do so that they cut easily is just select one of the names and go down to here on the very bottom and hit weld. And what that's going to do is it's going to create it into one piece. Like, see right here on the corner, it has just like a font right there, but when you weld it together, it's going to create the name as a unit. So it's just one piece ready to roll. I'm going to weld that one, and then I'm going to weld this one. And before I'm ready to move on, I always do like to save my project, and we'll call this Sweetheart Project, Conversation Hearts, whatever you want to name it. Okay, so I have my 3 names and I am completely done. The sizes look good and I'm ready to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to Make It. And that's going to take me to my cutting mat, all ready to go here. And I always like to adjust them this way. However you like to cut, just make sure they're kind of separated because they are really small fonts. So just in case your cutting blade isn't super sharp or your mat's not as sticky, you do want to separate them so that there's no pulling. So I have that all ready to go, and my cut mat is ready to go, and I do have my Cricut set on vinyl. So if I just go ahead and click continue, Then it's going to ask you to connect to your machine. So here you can see that I have it set to vinyl, so it's ready to go, and it is hooked up to my machine. And then the next thing I would just have to do is load it up and cut it. So I will go ahead and show you guys that really fast. Vinyl is all loaded onto my cutting mat, and all I'm going to do is double check that it's set to vinyl, load it into the machine, and then hit that go button once you're ready. And then just sit back, relax, and let it do its job. Once all your pieces are cut, you're going to separate them into individual names. Remove the background vinyl and then weed out the negative spaces so that all you're left with is the name in sticker form. After that, you're going to take your transfer tape, cut a piece that'll fit, press it on top of the sticker, and then rub it really hard. I like to use a credit card, or you can use whatever tool you have, and then just peel it off so that, again, you're left with just the name. Then you can kind of set it on, see where you want it to go, press firmly, and then remove the transfer tape to reveal that perfect name. Go ahead and use your finger and just rub it down a little bit. That way it will stay on there. I have had mine for 2 years and the stickers have never come off, so I promise they'll be fine. Next up, you're going to go ahead and lay out your ribbon and then lay your hearts right on top of the ribbon to kind of space them out and see where you need them to be. Now up top, I want you to leave about 1 foot of ribbon. I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing with that excess. So flip your hearts around so that they're upside down, and then make sure that your ribbon is also facing the right way if you have a weird double-sided ribbon. And just take your stapler and staple it. I used about 4 per heart, and it holds really well, and you don't need to worry about wood splitting. It's just going to do its job with a few staples, so don't worry about it. Okay, time to cut. For the bottom, just cut out whatever design you want, and make sure if you have the fraying type of ribbon that you burn the edges so that it doesn't fray. Up top, with that excess, this is what we're going to do. Flip it backwards until you have about 3 or 4 inches of a loop created. Take your stapler and make sure you staple it really good. This is going to be the start of our loop. That will make it easy for hanging. I took some extra ribbon and made a bow so that I can just hot glue it right to the top, so it'll be a cute little added decoration. Then I added a piece of twine and fluffed it out to make that nice bow shape. See, this is what it will look like. All right, now here's how we're going to make it hangable. We're going to take a piece of twine, cut it, and then tie 1 single knot, and then you can tuck the knot in underneath the ribbon so that all you're left with is this nice little hanging piece of twine, perfect for putting on the wall. And then, like I said, get your hot glue, add your bow, and that's it. This project is done. I hope you guys get a chance to make this really easy and affordable Valentine's Day decoration. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more fun DIY videos. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thank you for watching.